This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
I remember when I was about to turn 30. I was 29. I went to the dentist, and she goes, "Well, it's all downhill now."
Holy
and I was
shit!
Just like, so you're gonna start off my 30s with horrible news?
Were her hands in your mouth when she said that? There's nothing worse. That's like it's like I don't know
respond.
What's more vulnerable, hands in mouth at dentist, or
Cameron ass? Cameron ass.
That sounds like you said James Cameron ass. It's just James Cameron's ass. What is worse?
His ass looks like cottage cheese.
What is worse, this debilitating disease or James Cameron's ass?
That sounds like a game show. Holy God.
This fall on Fox, Rob Lowe hosts What's Worse?
It's like The Masked Singer, except it's always a shrouded James Cameron ass.
Yeah, there's one guy that pulls up a tiny little red curtain.
Yeah, or his ass cheeks.
There it is. That's his actual ass. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Matt and Mark Movie Show. I think that's a good segue. Hello. We're here this week. We are going to be reviewing a new movie. We returned to the cinemas. We're going to be reviewing a new movie that I'm actually very excited to talk to Mark about. It's called Until Dawn, and it's directed by David F. Sandberg. And some of you may know this because you've probably played the game. And some of you may not know what I'm talking about because you don't like to watch new movies.
Dude, the game was from 2015.
Is it you've played the game? I assumed you played the game. Did you play the game?
I did. It's actually... it plays and looks like a horror film. It's really good. And should I spoil things? Because some of the stuff in the game is kind of, I'd say it's this movie does like a slightly different take, and I don't know if I mention it if it's gonna like ruin anything.
Maybe save it for the main review, but
I'll save it for the
that's
conversation.
interesting.
Then.
I want to know what he kept from the game and what's new, because for me, it's all new. Because I've only really played one game that's kind of similar. People tell me called Dead by Daylight, which I love. Great fucking game. If anybody's on Dead by Daylight, look me up.
What's Dead by Daylight? Oh,
Dead by Daylight's really fun, man. It's kind of just like a survival-thon. Like you can either you can choose between these different survivors, and you can usually get kind of paired up with people online. And then what happens is you get sort of portaled into this this horror movie atmosphere, and a killer is after you. And sometimes they partner up with like very big IP killers. So like Ghostface from Scream has been in it, Pinhead from Hellraiser, the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, the girl from The Ring. And you can work together, people can like talk and stuff, but like mostly what winds up happening is everybody fucking scatters and they just try to hide. And what happens is it's very hard for you to fight back. Like it's not so much a stealth game. It's really just like a clever hide game. Like you have to hide.
Oh, cool.
And there's just different shit. Like you have to activate these different generators to open this gate. But the thing is like if you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere and you're pulling a loud ass generator, the fucking guy's gonna hear you and he's gonna come. You know what I mean? So like you have to find the time. You have to find a way to like distract him so that you can fucking start the generator. You gotta find the other generator.
Shit.
If you run into other people,
someone play as the killer?
I think people can play as the killer, but I think mostly I don't know if you have to be a certain rank or something. I've only ever played as a survivor. I'm always like one of the victims in the game, but it's very fun. It's super fucking annoying. So like it's typical game shit because people will be like, the worst is when you're playing a game like that, dude, and people get fucking pissy. Like little 14-year-olds get pissy and they just fucking quit in the middle because the game's not going.
Quit?
They rage quit, and the game's not going the way they want. So now you're down a person. And you're like, well, we're fucked. Now we're all gonna die because this fucking guy decided this game wasn't worth his time anymore.
Yeah, that sucks.
Douche.
Hey, you know
James Cameron's ass.
You want to know what really will wreck your confidence when you join a game? Like I'll play Apex, for example, and you get 3 teammates, and they see how bad you are, and then they just
like, bye. They're like, what's worse, Mark's Apex stats or James Cameron's ass? Yeah, so we're reviewing Until Dawn, which was not anything that I talked about just now. That's Dead by Daylight. I have no idea about Until Dawn. New movie by David F. Sandberg, guy who made Annabelle Creation, the Shazam movies, Lights Out is probably what he's best known for. He kind of has one foot in horror and briefly was part of the DCEU. That's gone now. But I gotta say, really quick before we talk about the movie and get into housekeeping and all that shit, if you haven't watched this guy's YouTube and you're a filmmaker, you're missing out. Because to me, I would argue, well, this is going to come up in my review later, but like, I would argue I've liked his YouTube videos more than I've liked his movies. I find his
Lights
YouTube
Out
videos,
short is brilliant,
dude. But
and
also
the movie
like
I like too.
His process videos, how he makes shots, how he thinks things out. You sort of get to experience the life of a real Hollywood director, and he's very good about taking you through each step. Like one time he highlighted how the previs process works. Another time he highlighted what a press tour is like. Like they're fucking great. If you're an aspiring filmmaker or just a fan of how movies get made, go watch David F. Sandberg's YouTube channel. I think the YouTube name is Pony Smasher. That's what the channel's called.
Oh shit.
It's really fucking great, and you could just watch all his videos. They'll suck you in. They're really great.
That's so cool.
So shout out to that guy's YouTube channel. Hey, speaking of YouTube channels, we have one too. Let's do this. Let's hit this shit.
I can go to your mama's and start a small fire in her panties. Now, are you ready to get out of the car?
Hey, thanks for that, Gary Busey. We're the Matt and Mark Movie Show. You can find us on socials pretty much everywhere at the Matt and Mark Movie Show, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, etc. Where are we not? Not on TikTok, sorry. YouTube, like and subscribe to us there. Although, like I said last week, it's getting harder and harder to keep maintaining that channel. So, sorry, it's collecting dust right now. The YouTube is getting harder and harder to maintain just because, you know, I got to do the show and then I'm like, got work and I'm like, it's like,
you're slammed.
I got to figure out a better workflow for the podcast. This is what people love to hear.
I don't actually do any work.
There you go. The producer in the booth doesn't actually do any work.
With YouTube, you could just dump the unedited, just throw it on there.
That's what I do, but I think other shows could do that comfortably. We say some highly inappropriate shit that I think if we looked back, we'd be so glad that I cut it. I'm trying to keep us employable. So I can't just do that.
Shit.
I would love to do that. Believe me, I would love to just be like, oh, I don't have to worry about this. But like the minute that show ends, I'm like, ooh, I gotta remember to cut this and cut this and cut this and cut this.
There's like a notepad next to you. It's just all time code.
Yeah, dude, it's been
inappropriate.
Well, sometimes I don't even have time code. I'm just like, I said blank. Mark said blank. It's like I'm looking for this specific part, and then as I'm editing, I'm like, I'll make it up. Not that this is inappropriate. James Cameron's ass is definitely staying in this episode. But like, I would literally just write a note, and I'll wake up to a post that says James Cameron's ass, and I'll be like, oh God, right. And it all comes rushing back to me.
It's like the guy in Memento. You just have James Cameron's ass tattooed on your body.
I just have super offensive inside jokes scrawled on the inside of my arm, on my body, on my torso. Joe Pantoliano was like, what the fuck does that mean? I made him sound like Joe Pesci. What are you fucking doing? What's that mean? You're gonna have a very nice time. Don't worry about your house, okay? Hey, anyway, also, leave us a voicemail at 707-948-6707.
And we could use reviews anywhere. 5-star
Thank you.
reviews
Thank
across
you.
the board. Unless it's for 10
Spotify.
stars, then 10 stars.
Then give us 10, exactly. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your pods. All right. Now, Mark, I don't have any physical media. Show me your Discman. Do you? Okay.
No. Goddamn tariffs.
The tariffs, bro. Tariff watch.
I should be getting something end of this month, though, to the fans of that segment.
The fall of the 4K?
It's not
The fall
dead
on
just
4K. I actually did have something, but I'm going to save it for next time because I'm too lazy and it's way out there. I'll save it for next time so some more things will be accumulated and we'll have like a more rich segment.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, we don't have news. Do you have any news? I don't have news.
I don't have any news.
Okay, fuck it, dude. Let's talk about the movie. I've been fucking waiting to talk to you about it, but the first thing we have to talk about before we even talk about the movie, Until Dawn, and let me hit this for people. We are going to definitely be spoiling Until Dawn, and it's a very spoily movie. So we're not like fucking Disney, who's fully just like spoiling the Thunderbolts 4 days after it came out. You saw that shit?
Dude, after you sent that text, I just cut off any of my Marvel news because I would like to see Thunderbolts.
I would like
in
to
the
see
theater.
it too, but I'm like, give us a week or two, man. Don't 4 days in and then it's their whole marketing push now. Is this giant spoiler? I don't understand
They gave it away?
They're giving it away. They're giving it away because I think they think people aren't seeing the movie fast enough for them. I don't know if people saw the movie, so they really want to push this angle so that people know they have to go see the movie.
But then if they spoil it, then there's no reason.
Well, you'll see. You'll
Thanks
see.
for telling me. Now I don't have
If you see the spoiler, then you're like, oh, I see why they want to do this and why it would will you to have to see it, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, man, we're not Disney. We're not going to sit here and spoil the movie outright without a spoiler warning. So there you go. You've been warned. Okay, dude. We have to talk about this first. Mark and I had a podcast first. We both went to the theater in two separate sides of California, and we both had private screenings, dude.
That's crazy.
That never happens. That's like a podcast first, right?
Yeah, I feel bad because I think I kind of like...
You shunned someone out?
Dude, there was... I just heard this noise in the background. I was like... I came in the theater. I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noises, and I could tell it was like in a row. So I was just like, whatever, I'll just sit down. And usually people hopefully will settle in by the time the movie starts or the trailers go. And I was like, great, I can't believe it. It's going to be another one of these dumb screenings where someone's just shaking through a fucking plastic bag the entire time. Because that's all I heard was plastic bag sounds. And of course, I was just being a curmudgeon. This really nice lady comes out and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry I was making noise. I was just cleaning the theater.
Did you say something to her before?
Shit. No, I didn't say anything.
Or you were just mad at yourself for having feelings?
She didn't even have to. She just automatically apologized for doing her job because she was a very nice, kind person.
Wow, dude.
And I was like, I'm a piece of garbage.
And you were like, get the fuck out. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
I was just like, oh, there's no need to apologize. I felt so bad, though. Because
you were like overly nice.
Yeah.
No,
anyway,
it's no problem, and I think you're highly attractive and a wonderful person, and I think you have a lot to offer. Thanks so much. She's like, okay.
Everyone at the theater was nice, though. So if you're in Palm Springs and you go to the festival theater, everyone there is really sweet, and you should go to the theater. Unless I'm going, and then I don't want to share you in my goddamn theater. Go.
If you see Mark, don't approach him. Don't ask him for a picture. Definitely don't see a movie with him. He does not want to see you at the movies. That's the last fucking place he wants to see you.
It gives me anxiety, by the way, when the movie's like about 30 minutes. My anxiety about audiences goes away 30 minutes after the movie is actually started because
that's when you're
still
like,
shuffle in.
No one will come in now. Wow, dude.
I'm a jerk.
Well, I'll tell you this. I got very lucky. Now look, it wasn't like a huge auditorium. I'm not going to lie. I had like one of the smaller rooms, but it was all to myself. It was like literally, I think it was like
that makes
80...
it bigger though.
I love it, dude.
When it's just you. Yeah.
It was like a little 80-seater. It was like an 80-seater auditorium, just me. And it's funny because it's at my local and I know the ushers, and I was like, one guy sees me and he goes, "Oh, are you seeing Thunderbolts?" And I was like, "No." I said, "I'm here to see Until Dawn. I want to see that." And he's like, "Yeah, you made a good choice." He goes, "Because I think Until Dawn's gonna go away soon."
Oh,
And I was
shit.
like, "Is nobody seeing it?" And he's like, "No, not really."
Oh,
And then I went
man.
in and saw that I was the only person. So I had the opposite effect where I was like, I was psyched that it was a private screening. And then I felt a little bad for the movie because I was like, oh shit, I might be maybe the first person in days who's come to see the movie. It's just me.
Oh,
They're playing to
God.
only me. What's
It
worse?
costs them more to play the movie for you.
Yeah, dude, to power up the cinema, put the electricity on, the AC.
Air condition, yeah.
Yep, they gotta hire staff. The cleaning lady comes in, and I gotta be like, "When's this fucking broad gonna leave?" I'm sorry. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm worse, Mark. Because if a cleaning lady talks to me, I just don't talk back. I just stare at the ceiling like I'm just waiting for her to go. Okay. No, of course I would answer. Anyway, Mark and I had 2 private screenings of Until Dawn, and depends on your perspective if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I enjoyed it. I loved having the theater to myself, especially for a movie like this, because there are a lot of scares, and the scares work like gangbusters when you're not distracted by other people. Like,
Yeah.
I
It's
love
hard to get
watching
scared when you hear a popcorn getting crunched.
a little bit, but and look, that's not to shame. Like, I like watching horror movies with audiences. Sometimes that can be really fun. Like if you're watching like I think it depends on the type of horror movie, but like if you're watching a Scream or something like that, right? It's fun to have
Yeah.
an audience. But for this, it was so much better to just be locked into the movie because all the atmosphere, all the tension, all the scares, they all worked, and you can already tell by
yeah.
the way I'm talking about it that I liked this movie a lot, Mark. I
Dude,
actually thought it was
I'm
really
gonna
good.
second that. I fucking loved it. I had so much fun. The private screening where you're totally right. I was so locked
I was
into
locked in.
it. And I think for me, my signal that I'm locked into it in a theater is like I do the shit that I do at home. Like
Yep.
I'll look in the dark, I'll see something in the dark corners, and I'll be like, oh.
You put your hand in your pants. You start getting overly comfortable like you're at home. You start taking your shoes off
Take my
and shit.
Dude, I hate that when people take their shoes off in the theater.
You go, the cleaning lady goes in again, and Mark's shirt is off. His shoes are off. He's just made himself at
my
home.
pants are draped over the front chair.
So, you guys have any Ben and Jerry's? Dude, I really liked the movie, and I think, and I liked Lights Out too. But I think to me this is the best. I think this is personally the best thing this guy's made because, like I said, I wasn't kidding before. Like his YouTube videos are incredible, but I like his YouTube videos, like his process videos, more than his actual movies. Like,
Wow.
his shit on Shazam is amazing. You watch the movie, kind of give or take, but like, dude, Until Dawn. Okay, and this is coming from a person, like I said, I've never played this game. So it'll be interesting because you're going to hear from Mark, who's played the game. But to me, dude, it was super inventive. I loved the premise. I loved the way it was explored. And I kind of loved, too, that it was, like, very meta about, like, hey, you've seen this kind of thing before. We all know it's, like, the Groundhog's Day thing. But they even make a joke about that. They're very smart about how the characters begin to learn information and figure things out. Like, oh, like the revelation that each day is going to be slightly different. Each threat is slightly different. And why that is fucking awesome.
Yeah, but isn't it is cool that it does those meta things, but that doesn't take you out of the movie.
Yes.
It just makes the characters aware without like destroying the premise, which I thought is genius.
But you know what I also think why I think that kind of works, and I'm going to get your opinion too, is that I think it's honestly, dude, besides Peter Stormare, who we'll talk about, I didn't recognize anybody in this movie, and they all felt like real people because of it.
I think that's why this movie was so engaging and easy to disconnect from it as a movie, and you feel more like you're inside of this event that's happening, is because, and my brother, I have to give my brother credit for this, because he said when my brother and I would watch things, he'd be like, isn't it better when you get these no-name actors, because you're not tying on, like, say for example, if you put Denzel Washington in a movie, you know it's Denzel Washington because he's just in movies and he's so present in like society and entertainment that when you actually see him in a movie, maybe earlier on in his career you could kind of like separate. But not knowing any of these actors, and also the fact that their chemistry was great. They felt like a legitimate friends group.
Yes.
They weren't assholes. You actually didn't want any of them to die, which I thought was awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
And
even the one character who they eventually all turn on, who's kind of revealed to be a
Abe,
dick,
was it?
Abe. I didn't even want that guy to die. A, because Abe is kind of the only comic relief in the movie.
yeah.
And B, because you know what? I think we all want to think if we were in the horror movie, we'd all like to think we would be like the aspirational hero, the good person. Like, I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 of us would be the Abe. We would be the asshole that would be trying to save our own skin. Like, and I'm talking about myself included in that. Like, I don't know how I would fucking react if I was really in this situation. So it was refreshing because it was like he was both the comic relief and like almost like a cipher for reality. Like, this is the way an actual person would react to this.
But didn't also feel like it's like he's kind of, if you think about the intentions of why he does that, he said he's only dated her for 3 months. And at the beginning of the film, they're always like, the whole group is like, oh, you'll be gone in 3 months because she gets rid of people. So when you have people tell you that, and they're kind of already treating you like this outsider that's eventually going to leave, to me, if I were that character, I'm like, yeah, these guys don't even consider me part of their group. They're going to think I'm going to be gone anyway. So why the fuck should I die for these people that are treating me essentially like shit? And a lot of the stuff he brings up logically, and he says he's a psych major, it does make sense from his perspective. So he doesn't, you know,
he was the most logical psych major I've ever encountered. Usually those people are fucking dumb. I'm sorry. The minute I remember I would meet somebody who was a psych major, I'd be like, this person sucks. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, is this the first likable psych major character in a movie? It might be. Because usually I want these people to get hit by a fucking... Usually I want these people to have to stare into the abyss of James Cameron's ass.
Hey, that was a good abyss joke. Holy shit.
Yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you. Listen, I have only so much cleverness, Mark, because I'm on allergy meds. That was it. I topped out, dude. I used it right there. It's all over now. Good luck. Sorry. The abyss reference, dude. Dropped it.
Want to go to James Cameron's Marianas Trench?
Oh, that would be hilarious if around James Cameron's ass crack was tattooed the words Marianas Trench. So that
I was going to say, it would be funny if there was a submersible going.
No, you have to part the cheeks to see the submersible that's like right inside.
And when it's that one that exploded. What was that one? The Ocean Gate one?
Oh yeah, Ocean Gate. Dude.
Oh, when he spread his cheeks, the Ocean Gate splits open.
The Ocean Gate splits.
And that's where his shit
and that's what he just shows to people if you're over at his house, and he goes, pretty cool, right? he's totally
he shows you his ass.
Pretty cool, right?
Goes pretty cool, right?
Hey. He's like, yeah, dude. He's like, want to check something out? You're like, okay, cool. And then he takes you to like a screening room. You're like, am I gonna see a work print of Piranha 2: The Spawning? No, he stands on a stage and he opens his butt cheeks and he's like, pretty cool, right? Anyway, Until Dawn. Dude.
Oh my god.
We should say too, I am so fucking in and down. Like, you know what this movie kind of reminded me of a little bit? And I don't mean this stylistically. I mean it more conceptually. Like, it kind of reminded me, and I love this movie. It kind of reminded me a little of Cabin in the Woods, where it was like you have all these different.
Even the poster has that kind of feel to it,
and
right?
you have these different kind of like archetypal horror movie threats that appear, and they all look cool. And the cool thing about it is like, okay, they can't really, do this like IP. Like, they can't do the Dead by Daylight thing where it's just the straight up IP killer. So they have to be creative about how, like, hey, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like a cipher for a Jason Voorhees, but our guy looks like this. And the way that they differentiate that character is so clever to me, because like there were so many cool details. Like, you could tell his mask was nailed into his face.
Wasn't that one of the dopest looking masks you'd ever seen? And it's porcelain too. So
yeah, that
when
was
some of
great.
those masks shatter, you see that like glossy underside.
Yes.
Okay, can I say something that will go to your point? I thought that I've had the same feeling, but to me, they didn't feel like they have. You know, sometimes when they do a version of another character, it's kind of like this almost like low budge, like, you know, Party City style. All these characters, like the was it Glor Witch? Like
Glor
all
Witch
of them looked so cool.
Dude.
And they had their own like personalities and such.
Yes.
Like I like that the sledgehammer guy. Oh, sledgehammer guy uses
a sledgehammer. Yes. Fucking finally. Fucking
and
A,
he's
dude.
Huge, and it's like
one of my favorite things was
characters.
like how heavy that guy. I love when you have like big dudes or big monsters or whatever in movies, and you could hear those footfalls really heavy, like RoboCop. He had a great moment where he was standing above them when they're underground and they have that glass partition that's separating them, and he shattered it to go down. When he landed, it was the sound design on that was great because it really felt like he landed in the theater. It was awesome. Really fucking cool, dude. So yeah, there's that guy, the sledgehammer guy, the Glor Witch. There was also this like entity, I want to call it, that was like that possessed the girl. There was a bit of this is what I really appreciated about this movie, dude. It didn't take the easy way out. Like, you see the first couple threats, right? We see the hammer guy, we see the witch, we see the entity, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, dude, it's been 13 nights. Nobody has survived past the 13th night. And I was like, oh, a part of me was having such a good time with the movie. I was a little let down. I was like, fuck, I wanted to see some of those other nights. Guess what? The fucking movie has you covered. And
dude, that was brilliant.
It was brilliant to do that. Like, I won't even call it a montage because that feels cheap. It was just like this great little quick segment of them being like, here's what happened on day 5. Here's what happened on day 6. And they progressively get more fucked up. They're done in that video style because they're watching it on his phone. The guys kept like video records of what's happened to them. And there was one that was like my favorite by far, like my favorite thing in the movie. There's a bit where they're looking down a hall and the shot's locked off and they're like, what the fuck is that? And it's like a white face. And then the camera does not move. The thing starts to basically fill the space between the ceiling and the floor. It's like this huge demon thing. Awesome. Scared the shit out of me. That was fucking great.
The cheek effect was really cool.
That was great.
She turns back and it's even
dude,
more
that was
rotted out.
That was practical. You can go on YouTube and watch. He did a whole video about it. Yeah, that's why his YouTube is a gold mine.
It looks so good.
It's practical, that gag. And I was waiting for it too. That was the other thing, because by the time she was like, oh, it's the 13th night, I was like, where's the worm in the face gag? Is that like something they cut? No. This movie's like, no, fuck that, dude. We've got that shit all set aside for you. And that, again, reminded me of Cabin in the Woods, where it was like, you're going to get a hit list of all this crazy shit that you would see in 18 different horror movies. You're going to get it all in this run. It was awesome.
Also, to your point, too, that was the smartest use of a smartphone in a movie. And also, like, it felt so organic how they introduced it. So it didn't feel like it was like this throwaway they were giving you. It was like more of like, this reveals like really how fucked up this place is.
Yes, and I also love, it was just, again, it was like, the craft on this movie is really good. I really like the filmmaking craft because there's care taken and it's very visually well handled. Is like, there's little decisions to have like all this noise and distortion in some of the videos, and that makes it really scary, but they're not using it to cheat you out of the visual. They're using it to plus a scare. So it'll be like, oh, fuck, I saw something. And then you have this loud, like, like malfunction, and it's fucking scared me. There were some good scares in this, man.
This movie got me a bunch of times,
Yes. There was one that really fucked with me.
Oh, which one?
Dude, it was, I think they call him the Wendigo. They're like these zombie-looking guys. There was one where it was like such a good misdirect, because it was like, oh, that's what it was. I think that's what it was. It was a thing where like a character's shining a light, and you see him like way far away. They're moving, the light's coming back, you don't see where he is, and then the next time you cut to this like hole in the wall, basically, the camera's right up on it, and he's right in your face. It fucking it fucking legit scared the shit out of me. Legit scared the shit.
Also, the one that got me too was like, it's more of like a sense of dread.
Yes.
But when Abe and who is it? Was it Nina? When Abe and Nina drive down the road, there's this huge monster.
Yes, yeah,
Dude, that thing is crazy.
That thing's crazy
anytime
looking.
they had to go in the woods, scared the shit out of me. And finding like the other town, like the top of the town, and the cars sticking out. The whole lore was really cool.
And that kind of reminded me of of Silent Hill a little bit, with the town that had kind of been taken over and kind of buried underneath this other. Like when they realize, when she's like, "Oh shit, we think we're in the basement. This is actually the first floor," and you realize
that was such a cool reveal.
Great reveal. That's what I'm saying. Like, there was really good shit in the movie. Like, it makes me sad that people aren't giving this movie a chance, because there's a great horror movie here. Also, just like a fun experience. Like, I know, because Mark and I are very close to HHN and we go every year. Like,
I was about to say,
it's a shorthand for this show. People, but like, it felt like going through a big HHN house. I was like, this would be a great house.
To the downstairs where Peter Stormare's lab was.
Yes.
And you had that chain and that one creature that's just like,
yes, that was great. That was great. Dude, you know what else I love too? I'm a big fan of this. It was for some reason, the water that makes people combust.
Oh my God. I did not expect that. I honestly thought it was just going to be some either body horror or like throwing up or something.
Yes.
I did not expect and by the way, just so the audience knows, they don't do it. It's not just a one-time thing. Everybody blows up. And then Peter Stormare blows up.
That was great.
Awesome.
That was also so good.
Any of that.
When she used that at the end to fucking get his ass, because he was like, we should say Peter Stormare he's very obviously the person behind it, but he's so good in the movie, and I was having so much fun. I didn't care that he was clearly like the bad guy, because the first time you meet him, he's working at a gas station.
Yeah.
And he's kind of playing the role of the guy in Friday the 13th who's like, don't go, the town is doomed, you'll die, right? But he's basically like, don't go to this town, people go missing there, and you're like, okay, he wants them to go. And then later on, you sort of figure out that he's this, I think he's like a fucking mad scientist doctor kind of a guy.
Basically. Oh, can I tell you something? Not to interrupt you, but
no.
In the video game, he is at the beginning of the video game, and what he does is he gives you what are those called? Rorschach tests?
Oh yeah.
And you're supposed to this is what the cool part about the video game. You're supposed to answer it honestly, because the scares are tailored to what you're afraid of. And it's a genius way. So you go through this book and you choose, it's like, are you afraid of spiders? You say yes, and then the game will tailor itself to scare the shit out of you, which is really
awesome.
Dope.
Wow.
The game is awesome. By the way, as someone who played the game, I think the movie is, even though they changed a bunch of stuff, and primarily I feel it's for budgetary reasons, they do a great job. And Matt's right. The way they put this movie together, it actually resembles the video game a lot.
Wow.
It's cool. Yeah.
I know you said they changed some stuff, but like, does the guy in the game look like Peter Stormare?
Oh, it's clearly him, which is awesome.
Amazing.
And here's where it changes. The game is more of like the butterfly effect, right? So for example, throughout the game, you're making choices and your goal is to save everyone. So it is very similar. But the thing is, when you reach the end of the game, it kind of gives you a breakdown of what your choices have done to these characters. So for example, I slipped on a stone crossing a river, and because I slipped on that stone, this person died in my group. And here's another cool thing about the game that is kind of similar to this. There'll be characters where you're not rooting for them at the beginning. You're like, this guy's such an asshole. I fucking hate him. When you're playing the game, though, and you get toward the end, you love all the characters and you don't want any of them to die.
Wow.
It's really cool. It's a very unique experience. So if you do like this movie, definitely play the game. And if you like the game, definitely see the movie, because I think they go together really well.
That's interesting, dude. I'm so glad to hear you say that, because I thought a lot of the negativity around this movie has come from people who are like, you know how they are, man. If it doesn't match the game exactly, they just discount it outright. Yeah. And I think it sucks, because this is like a solid little horror movie, man. It's got...
Oh, yeah.
It was just like fun.
Well, the thing is, like, I feel as though, like, if you make a video game into a movie, it doesn't translate, because one's an interactive medium.
Yes.
And the other one is one that you just sit back and relax and watch. And then you let the environment in the movie take over.
Yes.
Whereas you're not actively inside of it. And I thought that this movie did a good job of bringing you into this environment and making you terrified by watching these people. And the one thing nice about the movie is unlike the video game, you definitely have this sense of helplessness, because there's nothing you can do to save these people. but you do root for them. So it's a different experience, but it's awesome.
Whoa. Yeah, that's
And
what we used to call in TV. We used to call that the lean back versus the lean forward experience.
oh, really?
Right, lean forward was engagement, games, game shows, shit like that. Lean back was passive entertainment, watching, laughing, ambience. And I remember
that's
that whole
cool.
thing about lean forward, lean back. That's totally just reminded me of that.
Oh shit! Wow, I didn't even know that.
A little
By the way,
cable
can I-
TV 101 for you, even though cable TV doesn't exist anymore. Sorry, go ahead.
Remember, you were talking about sound design. Didn't
Yes.
this movie, from a technical standpoint, like, okay, here's a good example of how it's like simple details that I always enjoy. When they when the second house appears across
Yes.
from the other one, the door opens and it squeaks, but it sounds like it's in that kind of an atmosphere where there's tall trees and it echoes,
Yes.
but there's a field.
Yes.
It sounded like you were there. And this I also, and I know there's movies like whatever Dune and all these other movies, like big budget movies, but this movie, even you could tell it's made digitally. There's no grain. It's really sharp. It's very pristine. It looks fucking good. And I think this is the first
Yeah.
time I watched a digital movie and I was like, this is its own medium, but it can also look as good as film.
Yes.
You can capture light in that same filmic way without the grain, and it
Dude.
looks gorgeous. This is and it's a dark movie too. Which
Yes, I
really
was going to
love.
talk to you about this. This is the one thing I noticed about visually. Again, I think the craft on this movie is solid, dude. Is that you and I have talked about this before in the past, where like modern day movies, especially shows, and I can think of some fucking Game of Thrones episodes, but they're where it's like dark, and it's like so dark it doesn't matter how fucking good your monitor is at home. You can't see anything. Like now, darkness has been misinterpreted as like it's got to be literally unwatchable. You can only see like maybe some shapes. Dude, this was the first time in a while in a modern horror movie where I was like, yes, this is how darkness is supposed to look. You feel the dark, it feels scary, it's being mined for scares, but you're still able to see the things you need to see for the
Yeah.
scene to make sense. Because if it's so dark that this true look that these new cinematographers and focus pullers are all jerking off over, I can't see what the fuck's going on. I can't see.
It's like we already can't hear dialogue.
Yes!
At least let us see some of these.
Can we at least see the
images.
movie? Dude, you're so right though. Like it was beautifully captured. It had a great look, and I really just appreciate, like, especially when they were down in the tunnels, and there was a moment where people are playing with flashlights, and I was like, you could so easily Blair Witch this shit, where it's like, I'm only seeing blown out whatever's in the flashlight, everything else falls off. Like, there's artistry here, there's craft here, so that you can see objects in the dark, and it's not day for night. It doesn't look like shit. It looks
Yeah,
real.
exactly.
It's like the way
those
that we
night
used to do
shots
Yes.
look like night, like the forest
do.
stuff.
Yes.
You feel it's almost like, you know how you can always tell that John Carpenter's shot at night because it just fucking
It
looks
feels like night.
Psychologically, your brain is like, okay, yes, this is at night because it is at night. That's what
Yes.
this movie felt like. And the other thing too is going back to what you were saying about like even the iPhone footage or the smartphone footage. If you think about it, it's like, why are filmmakers making the smartphones like super low quality and really shaky? It's like all our cameras on
Yes.
this, they have image stabilizers.
Yep.
This shoots 4K. And the fact that they were like, okay, how about it just looks like a smartphone? And you could see all the details in that montage of sequences, and it's great.
So good.
And it's still
you're totally
believable.
right. It's believable because our phones have come such a long way.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like
we
we're
have
not
mini
using
4K
Motorola's.
cameras in our pockets now. We should be able to see every nail in this guy's face. We should be able to see it.
Dude, speaking of effects, and I'll ask you what your favorite kill was, but when they blasted that dude's head with the sledgehammer, that shit
Oh,
looked
yes!
so real.
And it must have been, I literally thought about this too, dude. You know that's one of those things because it's a practical gag. It's not digital. So like, you know that the inside of that skull, that fake skull with all the crap and viscera inside of it, they've got like an eyeball or two, and they're hoping that maybe the one of the eyeballs survives so that it shows up on camera. Dude, it must have been one of those like holy shit lucky break moments on set where like they did the gag, smash the face, because the eyeball lands perfectly. Like you could see it right side up, and you're like, oh shit, that was
it's like
great,
staring right at you.
yes.
And the other one, did you remember when the guy gets stabbed through the eye? The eyeball also is stuck.
Yes, that looked great. And I also love too, again, the little attention to detail. Like, I don't know if this is in the game, but like, okay, that guy got stabbed in the eye. The next time he woke up, his eye was kind of fucked up. Did you notice?
Yeah, and they had like little bruisings and stuff too.
They're worse
which is
for
very
wear
cool.
each time, but it's like, it's clever in that it's like, yeah, oh, this guy got a fucking, what do you call that? Like the fucking gold miner pickaxe. He got a pickaxe to the stomach. So when he wakes up the next day, he's clutching his stomach. Like, it was clever in that it always paid off what happened the night before.
Yeah.
It's very well done, dude.
The other thing too that initially it bothered me was remember when she's like, we're all living together, and then she like fucking hits Abe with a pickaxe. So
Oh yeah.
And to me at first I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. But then they totally explain it. They're like, actually, the more you stay in here, like life gets cheapened because you actually don't die.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's actually a good explanation for that. And it's a motivate, because this has happened a couple times already.
Yes.
So it shows that like you kind of get dehumanized when it's sort of like when you play a video game, because you know you can come back or these characters are not real. You kind of disconnect and you don't really treat them like humans. You're just like, I could just blow every, like, you know, when people just go in Grand Theft Auto and just start running over pedestrians.
They're not even bad guys. You're just shooting the first person you see on the street. Well, just got to town. Let me shoot about 10 people. No, dude, exactly right. Like, I was also thinking that too, because I was like, oh, the script also is very clever about it, because you're like, okay, I agree with you. Like, well, how could she say that all life is precious and then she's so quick to kill this guy? But I was like, oh, it's revealed that if they get a certain amount of sacrifices, one of them, you know, can walk away. So it's like, well, fuck, why not start with this guy? So the movie also gives you that story reason. Like, it was very clever to check that off the list. Like, ha ha ha, we thought about that shit too. And I appreciated that.
Well, the other cool thing that I thought was neat too was like, and it's like another simple thing, by having all those missing poster images at the entrance, you also realize it's like, okay, cool. When there is, because spoiler alert, there is, thank God, and I like this, there's a happy ending where they all survive.
Yes.
It kind of makes sense, because it's sort of like, okay, it took that many tries for a group to exit. So it makes it even more like of a challenge, because, you know, like, yeah, it took all those people to be missing before they even get out. And the fact that the other thing I thought was cool too is like, she doesn't rescue her sister, and it's kind of like she has to accept the fact that her sister's dead so she can move on with her life. And by kind of like killing this monster version of her sister, she's actually accepted her fate now and can have a good relationship with this group of people.
Damn,
it's a really
dude.
smart movie, like psychologically, and
Yes.
storytelling is like very detailed but simple.
That's a really good point. I hadn't even considered that the killing of the sister kind of frees her of the bad memory that they had, that she was kind of running from, right? That she didn't go with the sister when the sister was leaving town. That's actually really smart.
And it's cool too, because it's sort of like, you know, when someone goes missing, it's like you never get the closure. She could probably be like 60, 70 years old, and if she'll probably still have this in the back of her mind, like maybe she's still out there and I can find her, you know?
Right.
But by actually having the sister kill, and it also closes the whole chapter. So I guess they won't make another one unless this does well on streaming. But one thing is nice though, this movie, you don't have to worry about it being like, fuck. It's just like, it's going to be another one of these movies where it's just a tease for you to watch the next one. I like that they made this movie very self-contained. It has a conclusion. It's a happy ending that you want. And because the filmmakers are smart, and
there's a little tease. There's a little tease. Yeah. There's a little tease if that's what you want, you know? Yes.
But the other thing too is it's like the way the story's told, and that's great from a writing perspective. It's like, yeah, you get the audience gets all the kills they want, but they also get the happy ending because of how they structured everything. It's a brilliant movie.
It's very
the more
smart.
I talk about it, the more I like it, I think.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, dude. Wait, I now want to ask you, what was your favorite kill in the movie?
Just because of the practicality. I mean, I love the body explosions because everything looks so good, but that sledgehammer effect, because I've seen so many films where they do it digitally and there's digital blood and it just and the thing is, the camera's a lockdown, top-down shot, and they don't hide anything. So to me, it's just like you get to see all the artistry of the effects people, that all the stuff that goes into a simple shot, and it's beautiful, and it's violence, I'll say.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with you. I think it's the sledgehammer, but you know what, dude? I'm going to give it to the exploding people. All the combustible water, all those explosions, the fact that they were like, oh, you thought it was just going to be one person? Fuck that. Not only are we going to do it to the whole cast, it's going to come back later as the way that we defeat Peter Stormare. That's fucking awesome.
By the way, did you notice the subversion they did there? Next to that, his glass,
oh yes,
like
there was a
little
letter opener. Yes,
I thought that totally threw me off. I was like, oh, she's reaching there so she can grab that, and her plan is so much better because now she can't probably overpower him because he's a huge dude.
Yes,
right.
Yeah,
but she can trick him because he's so grandiose and into himself that eventually it shows that she's really, as much as that guy's smart, she can outclass him by using his own smarts against him. It's fucking awesome.
It is awesome.
I love the way
and
they
it was
make
just
these
a great payoff because it was so satisfying. Because you're like, no, they're not really gonna blow up Peter Stormare. He's like one of our great character actors. They're not gonna do that, and then they do, and it looks fucking awesome. They don't cheat. It's not a same dummy that they replay the shot. It's real. They're like, no, fuck that. We made a Peter Stormare dummy. We're gonna blow his ass up. That was great. The craft in this is so awesome. Like, again, I can't say enough about the David Sandberg YouTube channel. Like, if you want to see how they did the worm gag in the face, if you want to see, it's a simple gag, but watching his video made me appreciate it more in retrospect. Was the simple gag, you don't even realize it at first, when he's slamming the Asian girl down, he's slamming her in one shot, it never cuts, and each time he brings her face up, it's more and more beat up, and your brain isn't processing like, how are they doing this? Like, the filmmaking trick isn't obvious to you right away, and then you watch his video and you're like, that is so fucking simple and so clever that it just like works.
Dude, I gotta watch this. By the way, because now that you've mentioned that all these effects are practical, it's like, shame on horror people for complaining about all these digital effects, and the one moment where you have a movie that has great cinematography combined with really good practical effects, no one's gonna fucking go.
No one
sees it. What are you complaining about if you're not gonna support a movie that has like great practical
You're all too
effects?
busy watching Thunderbolts, you fucks. I want to watch Thunderbolts too, but goddamn, go and support new horror. Thunderbolts is gonna be around. It's not going anywhere. That's why I was.
And it's going to be on the Disney platform for all of eternity.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was so glad that we decided to watch this week, because I was like, we couldn't have picked a better time, because I was like, I really do think by next week it's going to be gone. I don't think it survives to next week. I know that's also sad.
It sucks because I think you and I had an off show conversation about how it does suck that it's like filmmakers aren't given enough time to have the word of mouth audience go there to tell them to go see the movie next week.
Yes.
So basically we get stuck with like, everyone thinks the movie sucks, and then you go to look at the rating. It's like, how did this movie get like good ratings, but it's in the theater for like 1 week, and then this poor movie doesn't even. First of all, they don't even give it a good time period to release for a horror, and then it also just doesn't get the length it needs to build up an audience, which sucks. And I feel
100%.
sorry for the director and the
I feel like
cast.
this should have been a late summer release, so that way it plays into fall a little bit. I think it would have been. I don't think you program it in September or October where it gets swallowed up by other horror movies.
Yeah.
I think, like, you remember August used to be two things. It used to be the time where we would get like a weird action movie, either like an action horror or an action sci-fi, where people are like not 100% sure about it. It's not a huge blockbuster, but like it's the kind of movie that it's going to be like on a Hot Topic t-shirt. That comes out in August, okay? And the other kind of movie that comes out in August is like a horror movie like this, where you're like, all right, it's really gruesome, it's really crazy, we've got a good premise, let's see what it does, and then maybe it'll have legs, it'll leg out until fall.
Yeah.
You don't release it in fucking April.
Doesn't it already feel like, the movies it's competing against don't even match? It's just like,
no,
it's too odd of a movie to stick into and it almost feels like this is our kind of like doldrums of
a little bit.
Going.
This feels a little doldrumy for me, for horror, because I know we've had two great horror movies this year. We've had The Monkey and we've had Sinners. but it feels like especially Sinners, I think, and rightfully so. Sinners is a fucking masterpiece, but like it sucked all the air out of the room. So all the horror attention, all the horror fans, all the accounts and blogs, they're all talking about Sinners. And unfortunately, it has kind of cast, there's no room for a movie like Until Dawn. Like they should have given it a little more time because there's not a lot of horror this summer. The only horror movie I can think of that's coming out this summer is the I Know What You Did Last Summer remake. That's it.
Well, the other thing too is it's also good. Not only is Sinners an amazing movie, but it has like bigger names involved. It's got Ryan Coogler is the director, Michael B. Jordan's acting in it. So, and it's got all this, and rightfully so, all this press about how it's shot on film and all this other stuff. And it's kind of like it's really unfair to pitch like this smaller budget movie against this fucking juggernaut that's getting another longer release in IMAX and stuff. So it's like, of course, people are going to say, "Oh yeah, Sinners it's designed for the theater and IMAX, so I might as well go see that instead."
And you know what sucks too? So I thought of this too. So maybe you're listening to this episode and you're like, "All right, cool, man. I'm going to catch this shit on digital. I'm going to catch it on streaming." It's a Sony movie. So that means there's no Sony streaming service. Basically, Sony's the only studio that held out and said, "You know what? We're not going to get caught up with our own streaming service. We're just going to license our movies to Netflix." And that's cool. That's been very good for them. But for us as fans, it kind of sucks because there's no clean gateway for you to see the movie. You are now going to have to wait until it goes through all the traditional rental models and stuff, and then in 3 months or something, it'll show up on Netflix, and then you can watch it.
The old school method.
Totally. Now listen, I could see this showing up in late August on Netflix and finding an audience, because that's what happens, right? You see this all the time. Older movies show up on Netflix. Movies that people don't give a fuck about, all of a sudden they have a second life because people find them on Netflix because it's the biggest platform in the world. It's where the most eyeballs are. So that's my hope for the movie. Eventually, it's found on Netflix, and Netflix doesn't have a lot of good horror. I think they're like really bad for horror.
And so also some of the stuff they produce just is not at
garbage.
The level of this movie.
Totally. But that's the only sucky thing. So like if you miss this in the theater, I think it's going to be a little while before you can like give it a nice watch at home. Because this is one I want to rewatch.
And now I'll say this too, as much as Sinners is a theater experience, and you should definitely see that in the theaters, I also firmly believe that this movie is a great theater experience because the sound design, the imagery warrants a huge
Go watch
screen.
both. Go see both. Don't waste your time. Thunderbolts is going to be there. Go see Sinners. Go see Until Dawn. Go support new horror. And besides, the Thunderbolts shit's already spoiled all over the fuck. Dude, there's billboards. Dude, you go to the fucking movie theater accounts. The movie theater Instagram accounts are literally showing you the spoiler. Like, here's the standee in the lobby, the new standee we got that reveals the spoiler.
Fuck.
I didn't see it yet because I saw Until Dawn. Dude, you're not. I'm waiting. I thought for sure when I texted that this morning, I was like, Mark's going to chime in because he's already seen it. Because I know you're like...
I saw that you made the invisible...
I did it on purpose.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I did that for you because you're like the most... Because I try to respect that. You don't like spoilers. You don't like spoilers. So like, I'm not trying to throw spoilers. But I'm a fucking person. Disney is a studio. I'm showing respect as a person. The studio who makes the movie should be showing an equal amount of respect to the audience. People are not, people, especially now, people don't rush out to see things in the first weekend, right? The very few movies are doing that now. So it's just, to me, it's so fucking dumb. It's another puzzling decision. Another in a long line of puzzling Disney decisions that I do not understand this year. Why they would choose to do this.
You had another brilliant one. Matt brought this to my attention. He's like, why didn't this 20th anniversary of was it Revenge of the Sith? Revenge of the Sith. It wasn't even out on May 4th.
On May the 4th. You know why?
So stupid.
It occurred to me why. And it's so fucking lame. They didn't want to take money away from Thunderbolts because they're both in-house. It's both Disney Marvel, and Disney Star Wars. So they're like, I don't know how they thought this, but I'm literally trying to think like a dickhead Disney executive. And I think they're thinking it's going to take money away. But like May the 4th is right there. Just play it on May the 4th.
I think also you were telling me that that movie made a shitload of money.
Dude, it's the biggest rep showing for a movie ever, for like an older movie.
Wow.
Like it made $30 million in its big weekend.
That's
More to come on
crazy.
that in the rec section, if you catch my drift. Well, hey, what would you rather do? Be a Disney exec or look at James Cameron's ass?
But here's the thing, too. It also feels as though like things align, and you as an executive could just be like, May the 4th. Oh, 20th anniversary. That kind of goes hand in hand. At least let it go throughout till the 4th and let it leave on the fucking
But dude,
5th.
as the studio has shown us, that's the decision of that's the point of view of one person. Every other person who's making decisions are fucking dumb. And that person is going to get shouted down, and the dumbest possible release decisions, marketing decisions, created all that person's going to get shouted down, and all the dumb stuff's going to float to the top. As
Like,
Macho Man,
fucking nerd.
as Macho Man Randy Savage said, the cream rises to the top. You know what I'm talking about? Do you remember that, dude?
No.
Wait, wasn't that a thing where it was like Macho Man was like, you gotta say the cream of the crop, baby. All right, I'm gonna show you something. Let's take a quick break so I can show Mark this. Here we go. Macho Man Randy Savage, cream of the crop.
WrestleMania 3 at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. It's a day that I'm certain my guest at this time will not forget. I'm talking about the former Intercontinental Champion of the world, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Nothing means nothing.
Nothing.
Means nothing. Man.
Nothing means nothing. What do you mean by that?
More, I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in. But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah. Macho Madness, yeah, has got more to offer than President Jack Tunney thinks that I got. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something.
Dude, Macho Man should have been a movie executive because he knows the cream rises to the top, dude. You see? But assholes would have shouted down the Macho Man.
That poor bastard.
By the way, that clip keeps going and he has more little creams that he pulls out.
At first I was like, what the fuck is he doing with his hands? It's like, did he have a stroke? And then he did like a fucking magician reveal of the tiny creamer. That's pretty good.
Macho Man is like a cool guy, man. I'm not kidding. He's like a very cool guy.
I wish I could hung out with him. He punched me in the face.
My old boss at Nickelodeon was like a huge WWE fan, WWF back in the day. And he would do a bunch of stuff with them and with the wrestlers. And they did some stunt for Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, shit.
And my boss at the time, this is before I worked with him, but this is like one of his famous stories. He was like, we both had embarrassing wrestling stories, right? I had my embarrassing Big Show story.
Yeah, that's
his embarrassing wrestling story was a Macho Man story. And I'll tell his story because he's never going to be on this show and you're never going to hear him. His story was this, and it's worth telling, was he had seen Macho Man and finally got to meet him. It was a lifelong, ambition of his because he's just such a fan, and he meets him, he gets to work with him, he gets to write these lines for Macho Man, and he's just trying to make polite conversation because you're nervous. You give the talent the script. You're waiting to see if they have notes. I've been in this position before on set. And Macho Man looks, and he's like, okay, looks great, man. And my boss at the time was so thrilled. He just wanted to make conversation with his, childhood hero. And he said, how's Mrs. Elizabeth, right? That was Macho Man's girlfriend, remember, with the tiara and the feather shit?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, how's Mrs. Elizabeth? I wish we could have put her in this. She was like, one of my favorites. And Macho Man goes, Mrs. Elizabeth passed away a few weeks ago. And my boss felt like literally the shit on James Cameron's ass. He felt like so low, dude. And then my boss just went, I'm so sorry. And Macho Man goes, no way you could have known. And he walked away, and he never got to talk to Macho Man again.
Oh my God. The second one under that is congratulating a pregnant lady when she's not pregnant.
She's not pregnant.
Those are the two worst things. Someone
Just
you
fat.
bring up is dead.
Yep. And the third worst thing is when you're standing in front of a bunch of people and you ask Big Show for a picture, and he says no.
I can't believe that happened to you. Holy shit.
It's a real deal.
Oh.
Real deal. Anyway, no way you could have known. Rest in peace, Macho Man Randy Savage. Rest in peace.
He's with Miss Elizabeth.
I love Miss Elizabeth. We should have put her in this. No way you could have known. Legendary
Oh
story.
man, was he sad when he walked away too? His,
He
like,
was
head
devastated,
skipped
dude.
low.
I mean, that was like 8 years before I started working with him, and he was still telling that story. Like, it haunts him now to this day. I bet I could text him and be like, "Hey, Mike, is there a day that goes by that you don't think about Miss Elizabeth and Macho Man Randy Savage?"
And you know what'll be funny? Your awkward moment will be like, I just fucking forgot about
Just
that.
fucking, I've been to therapy. I spent thousands of dollars to just get over this. You brought it up again. I wreck his life all over again just because I was being an asshole
He
on our
becomes an
podcast.
alcoholic after that and disappears, and you literally see him in like Skid Row or something.
You see him at Skid Row pulling the creams out of his wristband. The cream rises to the top. All right, dude. Wait, Mark, do you have anything else to say about Until Dawn?
I don't know. I feel as though I blew this movie way too much. So I would just say go see the fucking
Go
movie
see
because
it.
it's all if you like horror movies, just go see the movie in a theater. It's really fun and it's very
yes.
well made and it deserves more recognition, I think.
I echo everything Mark said. I thought this movie was awesome. I can't wait to watch it again. And also, for me personally, on a personal note, it feels good to, because the last couple movies on the show I haven't been as positive on. So it feels really good to come back this week where I'm really into the movie and I'm super excited to talk about it. The minute as the movie was going, I was like, I cannot wait to talk to Mark about this because I have a feeling he's also enjoying the movie the way that I'm enjoying the movie, because I was like, this movie is fucking fun.
100%.
Great movie, dude. Great movie.
Dude, that was like, I had this also, even your HHN thoughts, I had the same thing.
Yes.
And in my mind, I was like, oh, because the theater was empty. And I was like, oh man, I could just text Matt and tell him this reminds me of HHN.
You go to pull your phone out and the cleaning lady's still there and she's like, please, no phones, please. And then you feel like an asshole. Hey man, you want to do Rex?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck, wreck, wreck. I'm gonna wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck, 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 wreck.
Well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
James Cameron's ass. Hey Mark, all right. So I know you have a couple more Rex
Yeah,
than
I do.
I do.
But
So-
I think most of these you and I could also talk
Yes.
about.
So I'm thinking, because I only have two. What if I go through my two and then we close out and let you just run the rest
Okay,
of the Rex
yeah.
segment?
Perfect.
All right, man. I'm gonna come in strong. I'm coming on strong.
Oh,
We teased this a bit, but yes, I pulled myself away from my project that I've been on, that has been taking over my life. I went to go see Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary in the theaters. I went total last minute. I snagged a ticket. I'm so glad I did. This is how I know the movie was doing incredibly well, Mark, because unlike Until Dawn, this was like a fucking Tuesday night in my little podunk town at my local. There were like 5 seats left, and I got one of the last few seats.
Holy shit. Did you at least
Luckily-
get a good seat?
Luckily, I got a great seat because
Ooh.
it was one of those where, like, friend groups and couples and stuff, and there was like one rogue seat. I'm not kidding. That was like dead center, about 2/3 back.
Dude,
and I was
you
like,
are
that's
lucky.
mine. And I picked it up, dude, on Tuesday at like 3 o'clock. I was like, I wonder. I was like, could I go to Revenge of the Sith tonight? And I bought the ticket. I was like, you know what? If I buy the ticket, whatever, I'm supporting the movie. It's fine. And I can't go. Not a big deal. But I was so glad I bought the ticket when I did, because I checked again when I was like at dinner and they were all gone. The whole theater was sold out for that
You know what's
showing.
great about that, by the way? Because I know you said, I guess the backstory is Matt never got to see this in the theater at that
Yeah.
time. I'm so happy you got to see this with a crowd because it's actually a good, fun movie.
It's so fun, dude. I missed it. I don't know what was happening in my life at the time that I like missed this movie in 2005.
Well, it could have been sold out too because at the time
Oh,
the
in New York,
frenzy
yeah.
was high. It was
was
really hard to get
hard to get
tickets
into.
back then,
Yeah, dude. I missed it. So I've only experienced this movie on video, like on streaming, on DVD. So seeing it with a crowd was amazing, dude. The crowd was so fucking psyched. It was great. Lots of applause breaks and stuff, but the whole theater, there were 2 great moments that I wanted to share. The whole theater, when Vader did no, we all did it. We all went, no! no, which was great.
Oh man,
And
that's
then
so cool.
when the Emperor name dropped the Galactic Empire for the first time, he's like, they will become the first Galactic Empire. There were these like dad nerds, like 2 rows down from me with beers and solo cups, and they cheered each other. I guess they're Empire guys or like Stormtrooper fans or something. They all cheers. They were like, yeah, we. That was really funny. And the crowd made the experience. So, if you're like me and you're wondering, well, what was the cool swag or cool different fan ephemera stuff that happened? The only thing they did, there was no swag, sadly, no posters. I didn't.
That's
get the
such
popcorn
bullshit.
bucket. Apparently, there was a popcorn bucket, but I missed it because now popcorn buckets you have to get 3 weeks before the movie comes out because they sell
Jesus Christ, when did this happen?
out. Resellers snag them and then they pop them up on eBay. I'm not fucking kidding, dude. So there is a popcorn bucket for this. I didn't get it, but there was a message from Hayden Christensen to the audience thanking us for coming, and he was like, he did his line. He was like, and this is where the fun begins. And we were like, oh yeah.
You know what's cool? As time has gone by, he's like people are liking him more and
Yes,
more.
he's
which is
embraced
pretty
it.
awesome.
He's
'Cause I actually
embraced it,
like-
and we've embraced
like
him. Yeah.
He's coming back for something apparently too.
I think he's coming
right?
back for Ahsoka season 2, which, well, I didn't like Ahsoka season 1, but good for him, man.
Yeah, I
I'm glad
heard
he's
bad
back.
things.
It's not.
Hopefully,
it's very
season
slow.
2 is good.
If it's good, I'll do the homework and watch. But right now, you know me. If you listen to the show, I have a love hate with Star Wars, and right now we're in a good spot in our toxic relationship. We're in a real vibe with each other. We had a great night.
Also, doesn't it feel like because of all the bombs that Disney's made with Star Wars, that second trilogy is
dude.
actually really not bad. Because I rewatched it like maybe 3-4 years ago, and I was like, this is a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, there are some great look. There's some dumb stuff.
I am the high ground.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend there's not dumb stuff, but it's really well told, especially when you compare it to the sequel trilogy. There's like really great moments. It feels like a movie. It doesn't feel like a shitty streaming show. It feels like a fucking movie. There are huge moments. It feels biblical. There are operatic moments of like, holy shit, this is huge. Like when the initial turn happens and you're like, oh fuck, he's gone to the dark side. This is fucking before he even goes to kill the kids, the younglings. That shot when he turns and he's got the hood and his eye is like yellow. It's like slowly changed. Dude, my audience went fucking nuts because it was like, it's such a huge moment. There were also some crazy shots that I totally forgot about that I was like, oh my god, I love this shot. I got really obsessed with certain shots. There's a shot when Yoda visits Kashyyyk, the Wookiee planet, and all the Wookiees, there's this crazy fucking shot with like 50 Wookiees in the frame, and they're whooping it up going nuts like, ah, ah, ah. It's one of the craziest shots, dude. I was like, George Lucas is a fucking genius. That's a great shot. That was amazing. I laughed my ass off.
I thought that was the first most memorable shot.
That was one of the most memorable shots. The eye, when he turned and his eye was different, that was a memorable shot. And of course, everything on Mustafar when they're fighting. And I always forget. I don't know why. He's just one of those Star Wars characters I always forget exists. I forget about General Grievous, the robot with like
he
6
looks fucking
arms.
dope.
And he's got all the lightsabers from Jedis he's killed. And there's that
That's
crazy
such a
bit
cool lore to it too.
where like his 2 hands are like propelling lightsabers as he approaches you. Yeah, dude. But you know what? Just like Boba Fett, he got clowned because he looks cool, and fucking Obi-Wan took his ass out with no problem.
Yeah, same with Darth Maul. He just gets like sliced in half.
If
It's
you
like
look
all the
extra
coolest characters
cool,
get-
if you look extra cool in the first 6 movies, you're fucked.
By the way, I did see this little making of featurette about Grievous, and Lucas was saying he's basically an alien inside. So like his
inside the-
eyes are like
Yeah, because you can tell
eyes.
there's organic tissue, and he's breathing and it sounds wet and stuff. And there's definitely something underneath the face plating and the armor. There's something there that's kind of cool to know that that's what he is. Because I was just like, well, maybe in the Star Wars universe, I don't know what his species is, but he's just like an organic robot, whatever that means. You know, it was fucking awesome. I know that Disney is stupid, and they took. I'm sorry, I think it's stupid. I can't believe they took the movie out before May the 4th because
it would have made a lot more probably
Dude,
because people would
have been
totally show up
huge.
for that.
People could have rushed out to see it and celebrate May the 4th with the movie, cosplayed, have fun events. Like, it's so weirdly bad. It's such a weird decision to do that, but I'm so glad I got to see it. It was fucking. It looked great. That's the other thing I was like.
That digital cinematography, I thought it would
Dude.
age like shit.
No.
It actually is not bad at all. Yeah.
It looks great. I thought very few things looked shitty. I thought visually it was very pleasing. The only thing I thought looked a little suspect was I thought Yoda looked a little. He looks a little fake. He looks a little like a PS2 character, but that's okay.
But then you also have to think we've had 20 years of CG that's just much better.
But listen, dude, Yoda still rips, dude. Yoda whoops ass in this. When he fucking goes to town, dude, Yoda's the shit.
Did people cheer like crazy? Yeah,
we had a lot of applause breaks. When Yoda whooped that ass, we cheered. We also cheered with the there was some cheering when the babies' names were revealed. Luke, and everybody cheered. Leia, and everybody cheered.
Oh man, it's so sweet to have those moments.
Yes, I had a really good experience, and I had a very funny, again, another funny kind of fan observation. It was cool to see, I'm getting very sentimental in my old age, and it was cool to see older nerds handing down the good movies to a new generation of like kid
Oh, that
nerds.
is cool. Yeah, they're bringing their
But it
kids
was
to
really
see these.
funny because it was like I was walking out as the credits were rolling, and this one kid sitting, and he's like, "Dad, where are you going?" And the dad goes, no, this was before we did all the stupid post-credit stuff. There's no scene after this. We get to just leave. And this kid was blown away by that news. He had no idea that I thought that was so funny. I was like, that's when your dad comes in clutch to teach you that shit.
It's crazy, actually. You're totally right. Now,
Yes.
pretty much everything has a post-credit scene.
Everything is a post-credit scene.
Except for Until Dawn.
That's right. He was kind enough to give us the post-credit scene right before the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary. Got to check it off my big screen bucket list. Very exciting.
Dude, I'm so happy for you that you got to experience
you.
that finally.
If anybody
'Cause
in the
it is-
audience-
of those is super fun.
If anybody in the audience catches wind of the popcorn bucket, let a brother know. And secondly, like I said, I didn't have a lot of time. I got to see Until Dawn. I got to see Revenge of the Sith. The only other movie I got to watch, you know how like when I'm really busy, I'll throw a movie on in the background, and kind of over the course of a couple days, like my cat watches it 10 times, but I will eventually get to see the movie in its completion by the end of the week.
Dude, you should have a podcast where it's you at the top and then your cat. And
Yeah.
the cat's talking about the movie.
Yeah, like my cat got really sick of Bowfinger because I was playing it. I played it for like 14 days. He'd had enough.
It starts attacking the screen.
Yeah. It can't. At the sight of Steve Martin, my cat freaks out. No. So, the movie for me this past week, was a movie that I never really considered a good movie until this week when I kept catching bits and laughing and being like, I kind of softened to the movie and I was like, okay, this is really funny actually. I spent the week with a movie called A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Shit.
Yes.
It's good?
It's good, which is a Seth MacFarlane
Dude.
movie. A lot of people hate this movie. They don't think it's funny.
That's why I avoided it. It had terrible
Dude,
reviews.
the jokes in it are so good. Like, if you like Ted and Ted 2 and the Ted TV series, which I know you love,
yeah, those are all good.
you're going to love this. It's really funny.
gotta
There are
make a
some
note then.
great gags in it, great jokes. I will tell you one annoying thing about it. I watched it. I watched it on Amazon Prime. Didn't even pay attention. By the end of the week, when I finally sat down to like I was like, oh, I've only got one scene left. I can catch the movie in its completion, right? As it goes back to the Amazon Prime screen, it literally says leaving Prime in 80 minutes. So somehow
shit.
I picked the final week. I picked the dude, how lucky is this? I picked the one ticket to go see Revenge of the Sith before it left, and I picked the fucking last week to watch A Million Ways to Die in the West on Amazon Prime. I'm sure you can find the
Jeez.
movie other places, but for me, I'm a Prime guy. Dude, it's really funny. The humor in it is super fucked up. It's super raunchy
Oh,
in a
really?
great way. The cast is funny. It's like, and I also love when, you know me, I love when Wild West shit gets like, hey, it's a weird, they call it Weird West. Like, I love the sci-fi westerns, the action westerns, horror westerns, stuff like that. So this works, dude. It's just a good, funny comedy that takes place in the Old West. It's really funny. There's some great fucking gags in it that I want to talk to you about, but I don't want to spoil anything because I think you will appreciate them if you go in blind because they're so much funnier that way.
Oh, okay. Well, we can talk about it next week because
Yes.
I'll definitely check it out.
Super fun movie, especially if you just want a good, stupid comedy, Mark. Like if you're in the mood for an R-rated, and I'm talking hard R-rated comedy, A Million Ways to Die in the
Ooh.
West.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
check it out. That
Give it a
sounds
shot.
fucking dope.
It's exactly what you think, dude. It's Seth MacFarlane's humor. If you like that Seth MacFarlane Family Guy style humor, you're gonna like this.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you're
I'm
gonna
a
like
big
this.
fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
it for me, dude. Those are my 2 recs.
Damn, you have been busy. Only 2, and no
Only
show
2.
recs either,
No,
right?
no, dude. No.
Shit.
All
right.
right, Mark.
I guess I
take it
can
away.
Rattle off a bunch. So I went. I think this was. You may have. I think you recommended Action Jackson a long time ago, and I was like, I watched Action Jackson, and dude, and I watched Dark Angel. So basically, after I watched those movies, like his name is Craig R. Baxley, I think is his name, the director, right?
Yes.
I went to town, so I saw Stone Cold,
Great
Action
movie.
Jackson, Dark Angel. Like that was my
All good
trilogy of his movies.
All good movies.
Insane. These movies are fucking crazy how good they are. The practical effects. This guy knows how to make an explosion. It's crazy. It looks like everyone dies when it like I don't even know how they're so close to these explosions. They're
What was
huge.
did you have a favorite out of the 3?
Dude, Dark Angel, I'm a big fan of like weird sci-fi and stuff that's just like kind of unexplained and it's just shit happens and you're just there for the ride. That was just like going on a roller coaster ride. Dark Angel is dope. Action, here's the thing is they're all good. Action Jackson is good in its own right because they're so different. And then you have like
It's
Stone Cold, which is like a biker movie. And dude, I'm guessing like spoiler alert to anybody, we'll probably spoil the shit out of these, but was the motorcycle scene you were talking about?
Yes.
When they drive it into the
Yes.
fucking helicopter?
Yes, that's the scene.
Dude, that blew my mind how dope that was.
The minute I knew Mark was falling down the Craig R. Baxley rabbit hole, I was like, when he gets to Stone Cold and he sees that fucking motorcycle shoot out to that helicopter, he's gonna shit a brick.
I'm so happy. I saved that movie for last. I went
that's
in
perfect.
chronological order, and dude, what a way to end it. That was like phenomenal. I haven't had so much
Oh wow! So
fun
you're
in a long ass.
So actually,
time,
the stunts and pyro also escalated per movie then, because
You know what's
Action
weird?
Jackson has some great shit, but it's pretty. Compared
It's
to the
more
other
tame.
2, it's tamer. Still, dude, awesome action, great character work. Carl Weathers rules in it, but like then you get to I know it as I Come in Peace, but when you get to Dark Angel, that steps it up a notch where you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Those car crashes are
Dude,
fucking
and the
insane.
effects, the cool design on the aliens and their weapons, what they're doing. It's such a cool idea that they're like taking the people's fear to distill into a drug that then they can take back to their home planet. And
Dude,
that
it's
actor,
fucking cool.
that guy who plays the alien is so cool.
And he's really creepy too.
So creepy. It's also crazy that he is bigger than Dolph Lundgren. He's like taller.
And Dolph Lundgren is freaking massive.
He's
like what,
huge.
6'6" or something?
Yes.
He's a massive dude. But
He's
also
huge.
it's really fun to see these movies where it was like you can tell it's a different time. It's all the guys have square jaws and they're like fucking roided out. It's crazy how huge they are. Oh, here's a funny parallel, not to get all like political, but I just thought it was funny. The bad guy in was it Stone Cold? No, I'm sorry. Action Jackson. I
Yes.
thought it was funny that the main bad guy he has a car company
Yeah.
and his whole goal was not to become, he even says he doesn't want to be the president or anything. He wants to be the guy that controls the president.
Holy
I was like,
shit, you're
the
right.
funniest shit ever. I was like, look at the parallels from this fucking movie from
He's
1988.
Elon Musk before Elon Musk. And he's played
Yeah.
by the dad from Poltergeist, Mr. Incredible, Craig T. Nelson.
Dude, I didn't realize that guy could do a roundhouse kick.
Yeah, dude, he holds his own at the end when he's fighting. He's really
That
going
was
for it.
Talk
Dude,
about a really
how about
great
when Action
setup, too.
Jackson drives the fucking sports car through the guy's house?
That was-
Awesome.
and he hits that guy.
Dude, and he quotes the
smushes him.
commercial. He quotes the commercial. Higher, faster. Dude, that shit's awesome. Are you kidding? That's so
You know
good.
what's insane? That movie has like a 5 point something
See, dude,
rating.
people suck,
I don't
dude.
get it at all. These movies are all brilliant.
These are the Disney executives, Mark, that rate these movies very low.
Fucking bastards. But so from that, I then went on to watch Rapid Fire because that was this was 1992, so I was kind of making my way through these 90s action movies and had Brandon Lee, super fun. Powers Booth plays a good guy, which is kind of cool.
It's rare.
Yeah, super rare. But what's funny? He still comes across as a bad guy when he's the good guy, which I thought was funny. So I watched that. That movie's also super fun. Lots of great action sequences. And then I was like, shit, Showdown in Little Tokyo has Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee. Dude, that movie was
kicks
killer.
Ass. Yeah, it's fucking great.
Of all the action sequences, when he fucking kicks that guy into that vat and blows him up with the Zippo lighter. Oh my goodness.
Dude, basically, if you're into practical action, Dolph Lundgren, and ninjas, you can, if you go to the year like 88 to 92, you can find about 5 movies that fit that bill. It's so fucking great, dude. I went through a big Dolph Lundgren beating up ninjas kick earlier this year, and it, because it was whenever we did our whole Punisher rewatch, and I was like, that started it because he was whooping ass on those ninjas, and I was like, dude, I want to see.
Dude, his Punisher's fucking dope.
It's fucking aw- I also love his voice, punishment. Dude, that's my favorite bit in I Come in Peace. He's like, I come in peace. He goes, but you go in pieces. And he blows him up. It's fucking awesome line, man.
Hey, can I ask you a question then? Of all those Dolph Lundgren ninja movies, was there one that was your favorite where you're like, holy shit, this one
The Punisher is my favorite.
Punisher.
Yeah, just because it's so crazy over the top. He's got the comics accurate suit, the white boots. He uses that one guy, he fires his fucking grappling hook off the ship through the guy and uses that to weigh him down so he can rappel down and shoot 12 more guys. I was like, is this the greatest movie ever? Dude. And he looks
Does
like
that have
death.
a 4K?
No, it doesn't even have a Blu-ray. You can't get it in this country. Like, the only way I watched it is because I own the DVD, the original DVD that was pressed. And it still looks good, but if you want a Blu-ray quality, you got to rip it, on the high seas, or you have to import it. But the imports are, like, through the fucking roof, man, price-wise. Dude.
Oh, man, I wonder if they had it at FOP when you went to the UK.
God damn it, I should have asked. I was there. I should have asked.
Dude, it'd be funny if they usher you into this back room of just like all the amazing action movies that got 4K releases that we didn't get.
This is where we keep the quality top shelf items for our best customers. Thank you.
That would be amazing. Holy shit.
We noticed you put down the Denis Villeneuve and picked up this copy of Cutthroat Island. Would you like to come to
you bought Orca?
Yeah. Oh, you're a fan of Hawker, are you? Why, yes.
Holy shit, that's amazing. Oh my god.
Also, though, Showdown in Little Tokyo rules. They're a really good team. Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee were a very good team. It makes me sad we never got to see them together again. Because, like, I could see a world where an alternate timeline where if Brandon Lee lives, he makes a Crow sequel because it's his biggest movie ever, and Dolph Lundgren plays the bad guy, and you get to see them face off.
Dude,
I think that would be dope as fuck.
Insane.
And Alex Proyas comes back because he doesn't do anything between The Crow and Dark City. That's 4 years. He could have made a Crow sequel.
Holy shit, that was 4 years in between?
4 years in between, he doesn't do anything.
Wow.
Because the Crow sequel we got, City of Angels, came out in 96.
Oh,
Not directed by Alex Proyas.
And it sucked.
I've never seen it.
They're pretty poopy.
It looks pretty poopy, though. Yeah.
Because The Crow actually is a legitimate good movie.
Dude, The Crow's amazing. It's amazing. But that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if he lives, you get the Crow Dream Team back, and maybe you get Dolph Lundgren back because he's working during that time too. Because we see him show up in Johnny Mnemonic in '95 as the preacher.
Oh shit! Yes.
So he's around. He's still in good shape. He's still making big movies. You get him in there. I think it could have been the shit.
Isn't that funny that I bet if there were alternate realities, that's what we would do?
That's what we do.
We would go to the one that had all the cool.
We wouldn't
action
fix
movies.
global warming or like save the whales or whatever. We would be like, what if we make a Crow 2 and Dolph is the bad guy? God is like, why did these two idiots survive? What? And the other thing I want to do is save the Pizza Hut Book It program, where if you read a certain amount of books, you get a free pizza. Dude, tell me you don't want that again. Yeah.
Actually, when you mention all this shit, it's like our time period was fucking dope. There was so much
best.
fun shit around. Now
It was
nobody
the
wants to give anything away for free.
Nobody wants to
You
give
couldn't
anything
even
away.
get merch at your 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
Our sold out Revenge of the Sith 20. There's nothing? I was like, there's not even a fucking little mini you know the bullshitty mini posters that nobody wants? I was like, that's not even that, dude. There's nothing.
Or the pin that you'll never ever
You'll
put on
never wear.
anything.
Yep. Just use it as a doorstop or something. You'll never do shit with that. Here you go. Here you go. You know, sometimes they really want to give away. Here you go, sir. Here. And the usher tries to give it to you. You're like, no, I'm good.
You can burn that later.
No thanks. I don't want your mini poster. I want a popcorn bucket. I want to eat my popcorn out of the anniversary popcorn bucket.
Dude, isn't that crazy? That's what we get, overpriced popcorn buckets that are being like scalped on
Yes.
eBay.
And it sucks because I like popcorn buckets. So like I think offline I texted you, I messaged you guys about the Jaws popcorn bucket for the 50th anniversary, and I was like, oh, I really want this.
Dude, you're gonna have to pay out the ass for that.
Dude,
I bet.
it's sold out everywhere. Like it's not on eBay yet. So when they do start to populate, they're gonna be like an exorbitant amount of money.
Wait, so you have to pre-order these fucking things?
You have to pre-order the popcorn.
You can't
bucket.
just go to the theater and pick it up. It has to
No.
be pre-ordered.
Sometimes you have to pre-order, dude, to get the popcorn. Dude, you know how hard it was for me to get that fucking Slimer popcorn bucket that I worked weeks to get? Because I love Ghostbusters like a motherfucker, and I was like, I have to have that. If I don't have the Slimer popcorn bucket, I'm gonna freak out.
You know those scalpers have those bots that allow them to buy
Yes.
in like
Yeah.
nanoseconds or
Yeah,
like
that's why I can't.
microseconds.
That's why I haven't been able to pre-order a Switch 2. You fucks.
Dude, you know how some people pay like thousands for those bots so they can just scrape all these like collectibles. It's so fucked up.
It's super fucked. It's making fandom so annoying now because
You actually
Dude.
have to be rich to be a nerd. How the fuck did that happen?
you have to. No, here's the thing: you have to be rich to be a poor scumbag who resells the shit for buku money. Like those people are not doing well. They saved up their fucking winnings to buy these bots. It's crazy, man.
Fuck.
I want that Jaws popcorn bucket, and I'm prepared to pay $100 for it. I'll pay $100, but I won't go any higher, dude. I have not paid more than $100 for a popcorn bucket. I've paid $100 for one popcorn bucket.
That Jaws one does look dope though.
It looks and you know I'm a massive Jaws fan. It's the 50th anniversary. What, I'm not gonna get the Jaws popcorn bucket? Are you crazy?
Oh man, I am looking
Dude,
forward to your update when you
Our
actually
country
tell us how
is
much
in
you
the
paid.
shitter. Everything sucks. Everybody's afraid. Let me have this piece of plastic. Let me have some joy.
Well, here's the thing: if there's World War III, you just spend like the $150 that you'll inevitably
That's
have
true.
to pay for this
Yeah,
popcorn bucket.
one day we'll all either be drafted or killed. So I'll just enjoy my Jaws popcorn bucket.
Dude, you can carry your water in it during the water wars.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, dude, I'll have grenades and water in it.
You put your grenades in the water.
Yeah.
None of them work. And you have contaminated
Oh,
water.
oh god! And I ruined the popcorn bucket. Your Jaws popcorn bucket stained. It's got
Yeah, even in the
particulates.
future, it's worth something because
Yeah.
it's a physical item.
You could have sold
the
that and
before times.
bought your family an air conditioner. But now you can't even do that. You could have traded this for water that you ruined in the popcorn bucket. You ruined it. Dude, you know how hard it was for me to get the shrunken head Beetlejuice zipper? It was fucking annoying. I really had to go to 3 different theaters to get that shit.
What?
I had to drive to 3. You know that popcorn zipper of Bob the Shrunken Head? I had to go to 3 different theaters. The Slimer one, I had to stake out the theater so that I could grab it. Not to resell for me, so that I could have it, because as a fan.
Well, you're competing against all those goddamn scalpers.
Yes, dude.
It's like you have to live like a scalper. It's sort
Yes.
of you have to become what you hate.
The hunter must become the hunted. Dude, it's great. And it's so funny, too, because you can tell the popcorn buckets that the scalpers have no interest in. Because I can go to my local right now and see them. Like the Snow White popcorn buckets. The Red Guardian popcorn bucket that nobody wants.
Hall of Shame.
Hall of Shame, dude. There's like one Minecraft popcorn bucket. It's the one that the kids don't even want. They're like, I don't know who that is. You know what I mean, dude?
You know, it's funny. There's something similar like that in the fashion world. Like if there's like, you'll go to the discount websites where it's like, here's the designer goods that are on sale. And it's all the stuff that's like roach brown color. And you're like, so when you see someone else walking around with the roach brown clothing, you're like, that guy just had to buy the budget stuff.
That guy wasn't fast enough to compete with the fashion.
Yeah, nobody wanted
scalpers.
that crap.
Yeah, dude, you can go right now. I could get 10 Snow White popcorn buckets if I want. Nobody gives a fuck.
Oh wow! Oh my god! Have you been reading about that movie and how badly it bombed?
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty
Jesus.
funny. It's pretty funny. I feel bad, like you feel kind of somewhat bad for the people that make the movie and star in the movie, but like also, come on, enough's enough. Enough's enough.
That is funny
Nobody
that no one
this.
wants the popcorn bucket though. That's
Yeah, dude.
hilarious.
I was there yesterday to see Until Dawn, and I stopped by the shelf foolishly to look at the popcorn buckets. It's all the rejects. It's like Snow White. There was one crappy Minecraft one that nobody wants. And then I forgot what the other one. The other one wasn't even like
It's the most hated
Yeah,
character.
it's just like
the ones for just a generic movie that no one even knows about.
You're like, why is this old popcorn? Why is this Lethal Weapon 3 popcorn bucket here? Actually, I would love a Lethal Weapon 3 popcorn
That's
bucket.
a good movie.
That's a good movie. All those Lethal Weapon. There hasn't been a bad Lethal Weapon. They're all good. Every one is good. Even the 4th one where they're old is good.
I like that one too.
That one's good with Jet Li. Dude, Mel Gibson defeats Jet Li by headbutts. He headbutts him 18 times.
Jesus Christ. Dude, that's crazy. That's right. Jet Li was like a
Jet
movie
Li was the bad
villain
guy.
in the U.S.
Yes. That was his big American debut. He was the bad guy in Lethal Weapon 4.
Dang.
Is that nuts, dude? Mark, wait,
crazy.
sorry. Do you have any other recs?
I do. I'll have two
What do you
quick
got?
ones.
What do you got?
One of them is like YouTube. Sometimes when
Oh,
I'm
shit.
watching shit on YouTube, they actually have full movies that are like sanctioned.
Oh,
So
shit. Okay.
Bubble Boy was on there, and I rewatched Bubble Boy. That movie is so fucking well made.
You made
It
me want to
looks
rewatch Bubble
amazing.
Boy. You're talking about the
It's-
Jake Gyllenhaal movie, right?
Yeah, it's almost like it feels like very Tim Burton. It's weird. It's very like there's a lot of stuff that people would find problematic. Like, I'm half Chinese, so I guess I can say this.
Yes. Oh, I remember.
Like, there's
yes.
the group of guys that are like 500 Dara. That shit's fucking hilarious, man. But I think people would get annoyed by that. But
Isn't there also a lady named Poontang in it? But every time
I
they
think,
say her
there's
name,
some weird.
there's like a plane backfires, so you can never hear the full word, right?
And then there's that. Also, there's this. This is not as bad, but there's that one old guy that just keeps dying.
Oh, I don't remember that.
He keeps crashing his like a car, and he's in air. He just pops up, and he's always controlling some heavy machinery that he shouldn't be.
I gotta watch. I gotta rewatch
Jake Gyllenhaal's
this.
hilarious, dude. The stunt sequences and visual effects are so good. Like the CG blends really well, and it's not. It's like I think I told you this. It's nothing. It's nothing like to write home about. It's like, oh, that was an amazing. But what's good about it's like it's very believable. Like all the physical and practical effects are awesome, but also the CG effects just look real. They just blend in very nicely.
Wow,
It's a great
fuck.
movie. And then the other movie I saw, which was your recommendation, was I finally saw Sinners, which was a really cool experience.
Yes, dude. What did you think of Sinners?
I really liked it. I thought it was like, You know how they always try to talk up movies like, it's shot on film, and then you're usually disappointed. This is a fucking gorgeous looking movie. I
Yeah.
didn't realize, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to say something that reveals, because of the trailer, I guess, and I hadn't seen too many of them, I didn't realize that it was like a fucking vampire movie.
Oh, really?
So that take on it was really cool. The reveal, and the other thing I loved about the movie, and God bless Ryan Coogler, it's like he takes his time to build everything up. You're not just watching a movie about a vampire attack. You're also watching these two brothers build up a business and seeing Delroy Lindo again. I fucking love
He's
Delroy
great.
Lindo.
He's
I just
the
saw him
man.
in The One, and it was so cool to see him. And it's like he never aged, which is
Yes.
crazy. He looks the same, and he's awesome. He's always killing it on screen. The one thing I didn't like, though, is like, I think I told you and Tommy this, is like, I kind of felt that like that really heartfelt moment should have been part of the main movie instead of mid credits,
yeah.
because I actually thought it was like, it's really like, you really feel it when his character's asking that question, because it's like this nostalgia and age mixed in. And it's like
Yes.
also like they also, as even though they're vampires, they recognize it and they don't kill him. I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah,
It
that was
actually
cool.
makes the movie very heartfelt and poignant, and it like kind of adds this other layer to it. So I thought it was strange that someone could have I think that's my problem, is like I knew someone could have missed it if they just left at the credit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think the other thing I had was, it's not really I mean, it sort of makes sense from that mother's perspective that she wants to protect her child, but they did some really dumb shit, and a whole bunch of motherfuckers got killed by vampires because of it.
Yes.
And I was like,
There was only, I loved the movie. One thing I love is I love when movies are just so watchable regardless of their runtime. Like
yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon, it was just so watchable that I was never conscious of that it was like a 4-hour movie. And this is kind of the same deal. It's just so watchable. I kind of got lost. Like, and it felt very Scorsese to me. It felt like a Martin Scorsese horror movie that happened to take place in like the Deep South in the 20s or whatever. And I knew it was a vampire movie going in. And I was just so fucking floored by the atmosphere, the way that he kind of just sort of gently, you're absolutely right, dude, like deliberately sets up these pieces so that by the time that big moment happens at the club, it's fucking amazing, dude.
And also, you can also see that he's like he knows like film history, and like
yes,
he has nods to The Shining. He's got nods to The Thing when they're eating the garlic. It was like really smart placement of film history and things that work in horror cinema.
But he also does
awesome.
super cool new things, dude. My favorite sequence in the movie is when you start to see all the musical spirits kind of coalescing in the
blended
same.
So well.
That was
and you
so
think it would
cool.
feel out of place, but it's like the way he moves the camera with the sound design.
Yes.
Even though you're seeing like some guy that looks like he's from the future with his flying V guitar, they just blend in.
It works.
And the way the music cues started blending in with
understand
the drum beats
it, and it sweeps you up. It's a really magical sequence, and like it's crazy that in a Deep South vampire movie, the thing that I think I remember most is that sequence, because it was just so fucking. I've never seen anything like that. I just love.
Well, you can tell he's like a true artist, because it takes a lot of skill to pull off a scene like that. Because you hand it to any other filmmaker, and you'd be like,
and it could be bad.
Cheesy shit.
Yes,
yeah.
But here it feels warranted. Like you see it, and you're like swept up by the moment. It's crazy, man. That's real talent. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. And the other thing too is it's like it's stylized, but it feels very natural and believable. That is such a thin line to balance on as a filmmaker, where you're not hyper stylized. It's like it's still believable that you're in this time period, but it's also he has his own style that he brings. So it's very cool, very unique film.
Yes.
And I'm glad that it's getting a wider release, because it really deserves to be seen in IMAX. I feel
it's also a super horny movie. I kind of like that it's like a really horny movie. There's like some real horn dog shit in it, which is pretty fun. Because like now I feel like a lot of our sexy stuff is kind of getting peeled out of movies. Like it's either getting sanitized, or like, I don't want to blame everything on Gen Z, but like those little guys, they don't like sex. It makes them uncomfortable, I guess. But like,
I don't want to be touched in my pee-pee.
That's exactly right. Like, because of them, we're regressing into a nation of prudes. Like, big, and we were already super prudish before as a nation. Now I think it's even, we're like puritanical almost, dude. Like, but it was cool to see an adult movie that was like very embracing of its own horniness. It's a very horny movie. I was like,
yeah, but
good
it
on
also,
you.
but it's not done. I feel it's done in like a way where it's not like, porny or anything. It's like,
Yes, yeah.
that's what happens when you have like people together and they care about it.
Yeah, it's
It
not.
felt
It's
like
not like American Pie,
warranted.
where every scene they're trying to score.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like some weird like.
No, but there were moments where you're like,
aggressive, weird
oh,
shit.
right, it's okay to kind of have this level of horniness in your movie. It's just,
But
different.
it doesn't feel like it's done like.
No,
Now we gotta see some boobs and dicks.
it's not. No, it's not like the Game of Thrones thing where it's like mandatory penis shot, mandatory lesbian shot.
Like, this guy's big dong's gonna be in the foreground.
We
Put
didn't
him right in
hire
the
this
corner.
big dong guy not to have him show his big dong. The whole reason we introduced this guy's character is so he show his big dong. You telling me we're not going to see the big dong? Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like? Yeah, I totally agree with you. It almost feels like sex is placed in movies more for the shock value.
Yes. It's or almost to hit a quota to be like, well,
Yeah.
we're known as the TVMA show, so we've got to show some TNA, and each episode there has to be some really salacious shit right at about this mark. And they're just
like
checking
totally
things
in
off.
your face too.
Yeah, 100%, dude. They just want it to be. It has a very obligatory feel, like a grocery list feel. Okay, now we gotta get the lesbian scene. Now we got. It's like that's what it is, right? And this movie
because
kind
of this, the
organically.
next James Cameron movie, we're gonna see him actually spread his ass. It's gonna be Idiocracy, except it's made by James Cameron.
Yeah, and he's gonna be like, pretty cool, right?
That's the post-credit scene. Pretty cool, right?
That's almost like a Tim Roth. Oh, dude, I can't wait to see Friendship. I've got to see Friendship.
Oh my god!
Holy
I saw the
shit.
trailer for that from when I went to see Until Dawn. Dude, that movie looks crazy.
Friendship looks great.
That's out this week, I think.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
it comes
man.
out on the 8th.
I've got to see it, dude. I would almost like, if you're going to go to the theater, right? I'm like, okay, I was going to maybe go to the theater this weekend and see Thunderbolts. But I was like, dude, if I roll up and Friendship is playing, I might have to see Friendship.
To me, that feels like a more unique experience than Thunderbolts.
To get to see the Tim Robinson movie on the big screen, that might be worth it, man.
I think I'm definitely gonna go. I think
You're going?
After that trailer, I was like, this feels like a cinema movie, right?
Dude, yeah, it does. I'm
It
right there
almost
with
feels
you.
like it's almost generic at the beginning, but the way they cut that trailer together, it just gets more intense and weird.
Yes, yeah.
And I know his work. You introduced me to his stuff, and he's a really good
fucking
filmmaker.
love Tim Robinson, man. He's just so fucking funny and so weird and so quotable. I'm afraid I'm just such a fan of I Think You Should Leave, his show.
Oh my god, that one's good.
I don't want to put too much hype on this where I size up, but dude, the hype is kind of through the roof for this movie, right? Everybody's like expecting the Tim Robinson movie. Like it's gonna be crazy. But I'm afraid the A24 is gonna like
dial it back.
Sometimes they throw you a curveball and not in a good way.
Yeah, sort of like that last Ari Aster film. I thought this was going to be like a really funny, and it was just fucking weird.
Yes, and it's just like weird for the sake of weird.
Like, it's like there's nothing cohesive about it.
It's surface level weird. There's nothing behind it that would give it meaning. It's just like, oh, look at this guy with a penis monster. Look at this and this other thing. Isn't that cool?
It's not good when everyone just leaves the theater like, oh, it ended? Like, what the fuck was I? What did I do here for?
Ari Aster shows you the penis monster, and then he goes, "Pretty cool, right?"
Yeah, and then James Cameron shows his ass.
He's like,
and
"You think that's cool? Check this out."
Hey, look, we're collaborating for the next movie.
I'll take you to the Marianas Trench.
Dude, that sounds like a line.
Hey, is that the Ocean Gate submersible? That was super inappropriate. It made me feel bad. Dude, I'm glad you're at this level of raunch humor. You were so ready for A Million Ways to Die in the West because there is some fucking raunch in the movie, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Oh, I might
It's
watch
great.
that tonight, man.
Oh, it's good, dude. It's good. It's good. Be ready. Be ready to laugh. I think is what my advice would be to you for this.
Okay,
I know I was super disappointed because last week you recommended a fun dumb action movie. I haven't gotten to watch it yet. G20.
Well, you've been busy.
It's
so,
on my list. It's literally the first fucking thing on my list says G20. I'm watching G20 this week. I'm gonna try.
Break out one of your popcorn buckets, make some fucking popcorn, put a shit ton of butter in it, and just enjoy the hell out of that movie.
Hell yeah, dude. You know what I like? I like to put a bunch of popcorn in and then mix
in
in
your
some
Marianas
M&Ms
Trench.
right in the Marianas Trench. Pretty cool, right?
Wait, what do you mix with it? Sorry.
M&Ms. Put some M&Ms in there.
Really?
Yeah, inside the bucket, dude. And you're like, then you get a handful of M&Ms and popcorn.
Oh, I only thought you like eating M&Ms with one finger.
No, that's only when I'm in public. I want to make the most noise possible.
That's one of the funniest things I'd ever seen.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It was the smallest entry point possible. Only my pinky could get into the bag. And
you
I
know
had
those you see that big machinery at a construction site, and it's that really big. It's almost like a crane, and it has the scoop at the end, so you have to like bend it around and like pick it up. Like,
yeah, that was me. That was me. And like a stupid movie too, wasn't it? Like Super Troopers 2 or some shit. We're like, we got to get out there for Super Troopers 2.
oh my god. Holy shit.
Now if Super Troopers 2 comes on cable, I'm like, what else is on? What else we got going on? Is that new Rob Lowe show on where he talks about James Cameron? That is such a dad move. If you put something on TV, if somebody puts something on TV and your first question is, what else we got going on? It's such a fucking disrespectful statement.
It's like a passive aggressive, I hate this movie almost.
Dude. My dad used to do that to me, dude. If I'd be at home watching something dumb that he hated, like Problem Child 2 or some shit, or like Halloween 6.
Oh my god, Problem Child.
Like if I
Holy
was
shit,
trying to watch
I
Problem
that.
Child 2, my dad would sit for a minute and then he realized like he couldn't take it anymore and he'd go, okay, well, what else we got going on?
It's like 20 minutes into it's never like an appropriate amount of time to actually get into the movie.
And because he pays the bills and he's bigger than you and can do physical harm to you, you have no choice but to hand over the remote so that he can watch the news or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's always something lame and boring.
I'm like, cool, I can't wait to see what cool thing you pick. And it's the fucking
great, the
news.
Reagan speeches. Jesus.
Yeah. Really cool. I can't wait to learn about Reaganomics. Oh, the trickle down? That sounds cool, right?
And you can't leave because you don't want to offend your dad.
Yeah. And if you do it to him, he'll fucking knock you out if you're like, so what else we got going on?
Never use your dad's own lines against them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Don't quote your dad
That's
back to
a death
him.
sentence.
That's right.
Speaking of which, did you ever see Death Sentence yet?
What a segue. Yes, I watched it, but it was not recent. I feel like it's been a few months. I feel like you wrecked that to me like a few months back. I did watch it. The Kevin Bacon movie. It's almost like it's like a James Wan version of Death Wish.
Yes.
With Kevin Bacon in it. Yes, I did like it. I thought we talked about it. Yes, I did like that movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. I remember it being cool. And it was also during my weird time of John Goodman movies because I watched that and he randomly popped up. And then I watched Red State where he randomly pops up. And I was like,
Red
what
State's
the fuck?
Good.
Dude, Red State's great. I like that.
I liked Red State a lot, man.
Yeah, Red State's good. I like that actor too from Tusk, Michael Parks, that guy.
Dude, that guy crazy.
Yeah,
he's like
crazy,
a go-to white supremacist actor. If you need a creepy, gross white guy, dude, Michael Parks, man, hire that.
Dude,
man.
get him. It's like if you need the big dong guy, you get the big dong guy. If you need a fucking prejudice guy, you get Michael Parks. All right. Well, I think that's it for us, everybody. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace. Ah, shit. I was going to ask you if you ate that fucking Nutella biscuit.
Oh, dude. No, I didn't. Not yet.
You didn't eat? What the fuck is, don't you want diabetes and to lose your foots?
Dude, you know why? I'll tell you why. Let's end this on a sad note.
Oh, did
Miss What's Her Name passed away 3 weeks before.
Miss Elizabeth, no way you could have known. No, dude. When my allergies kicked in, I literally, like, over the past couple days, I can maybe taste 1 out of every 5 meals.
Oh, shit.
So that's why I was about to, and I was like, wait a minute. I can't taste anything. Why am I going to waste it on this?
Hey, cardboard.
Yeah, so that's why I stopped. I tasted my lunch today a little bit, so I'm hoping that I
Damn,
still
you
some
get it
taste today.
bad.
It sucks, dude. Right now, I can't wait for June. I cannot. A, it's Jaws knockoff June. I can't wait.
Fuck yeah, that's gonna be
And
dope.
B, it's gonna be summer, and that means the allergy season is fucking over. I cannot wait until June. It can't get here fast enough, dude.
It's like these flowers need to stop fucking so I can breathe.
Fuck the bees, fuck the trees, fuck the flowers. I've had enough. Dude. Already. I'm only like 4 days in. I've had enough.
Dude, it sucks. The watery eyes too. Oh god.
Itchy, watery eyes sucks. You know what sucks? If your eyes water a lot, the next morning you get up and there's like the crusty shit all around the eye that you have to like scoop away.
Oh, dude, that shit hurts if you do one of these in the morning without thinking. You're
You
like,
can't do it. No, dude, you have to gently apply pressure. It sucks. I use my
I like
M&M
how we
finger
have
for
the
that.
same horrible fucking allergy shit.
Yeah, dude. Dude, use the Visine allergy drops. They're the shit.
Oh shit, hold on.
They come in a
allergy drops.
Yeah, it's a free commercial for Visine allergy. So there's the regular Visine, and then there's a Visine that has green text on it. Allergy.
Oh.
That's the one you want, dude. It'll knock the itching out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Visine allergy.
Fuck.
It's the shit.
All
That's
right,
the
I'm
one.
gonna get that shit.
Shout out to
dude.
Visine allergy. Pretty cool, right? It is pretty cool. All right, everybody. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.